Is Cheryl here? Or? Oh, okay. Sorry.
Should we wait for Alan?
No. We're good to go. Sounds good. Okay, great. I think we can start. This is by far the most calm, relaxed crowd we've ever had in our event. I think we can all start. Thank you all so much for coming today. It's a great event that we're going to have here. We have exciting startups presenting their ideas, as well as we have great judges from VCs, as you see on this slide. So we'll have a very, very exciting event today. We're also happy to be co-hosted by KIC, Korean Innovation Center, which is this venue right here. So we thank you very much for it. Oh, hey, Cheryl. Okay. Let's dive straight into the event. I'd like to quickly introduce myself. My name is Tom Nakata. I'm one of the co-hosts of this event. Top left, that's Qlay. That's my startup. I'm the co-founder and CEO. And what we do is whatever's on the next slide that I'm unable to go now. Oh, there you go. No. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Wait, do you want me to just play the video?
No. Okay. All right, we had a little technical malfunction there. But I'm the co-founder and CEO of a startup called Qlay. So great to meet you, everyone. We're a hiring AI startup, and what we essentially do. But before we go in there, that's me on the left-hand side. I did mostly org strategy things at a consulting company, and my co-founder over there doing live stream is the CEO and CTO, and he's done a lot of things. What we're building right now is an AI proctor. As most of you may have experienced, most of you may have interviewed candidates for your startup or your previous workplaces. Most candidates that you interview today are using ChatGPT to come up with answers on the spot. They're using AI tools to write the code during coding tests. And this AI cheating thing is becoming more rampant day by day. So what we've built is an AI proctor that catches every interviewees who are cheating, basically. And what we've built is a mobile app that analyzes speech pattern, that analyzes objects during interviews, and also eye gaze. And how it works is basically we've built a mobile app that function as a dual camera AI proctor that a candidate would use like this, and then it basically catches the candidate whenever the candidate's interviewing during or like using their laptop during an interview. We also do a lot of eye gaze tracking analysis, so we ensure that the candidate isn't referring to a secondary device. So what we're doing right here is actually the calibration process of the candidates, the natural width of where the candidates should be looking at. And how it works is, okay, we don't have sound, but that's okay. I'm gonna skip. Okay, this is a 1.5 minute video, which is a little too long. But what happens after this is that she's basically doing the interview right now, and the dual camera is basically analyzing everything that the interviewee is doing. So if the interviewee has ChatGPT open on her laptop while she's taking the interview, then we would know basically. And then it spits out an evaluation report of whether the candidate was cheating or not. And how we do that is basically we have a recording of everything that the interviewee did. And that's how we basically catch every cheating that occurs during an interview. We also do something else as a business, which is we help other startups hire engineers. This is something that we've been doing since last year. What we basically do is use our AI proctor to find engineers who don't cheat and then introduce them to other startups, basically. It's similar to companies like Upwork and Fiverr. But what we basically do is do that faster and better using a lot of AI screening. A little heads up about upcoming events that we do. We do a lot of events like this in San Francisco, Palo Alto, San Jose. In September 22, we're going to do our bi-monthly AI Talks session where we invite technical experts from different countries and have them, present their ideas and expertise. I think on September 22, we're inviting a product designer from AWS. We're also inviting co-founder from GenSpark. I don't know. I'm sure you might have heard of him. And then we also have an ML engineer from Lyft do a presentation as well. And then that's me all the way on the right. And then we also have a fintech pitch night on September 29th. So if any of you is a fintech founder, make sure to check us out and apply. On October 7th, we're doing another demo night with a product manager from Google Maps, as well as a go-to-market leader from AWS and a PM from Salesforce. And then on October 8th, we're doing another event, and this would be more of a targeted approach for AI agentic commerce. So that's what we have in store. This is the last page that I'm presenting. This is a campaign slide that we do at every event. As I mentioned earlier, our main business is the AI interviewer and proctor, but we basically use that to screen a bunch of engineers, and then we essentially do like an engineer matching hiring process. So this is the campaign. If you book a demo in the next 48 hours, then we give a huge discount to everyone who goes through our process. Before we jump into the content, I'd like to before I even do that, one housekeeping rule: don't go out the back door. I'm sure you guys see emergency exit only. Don't open that. And I noticed there's another one there. Okay, don't open that one either. That's the only door out. So be careful. And then Peter, do you want to? Okay. Everyone please give a massive round of applause to Peter, the president of KIC. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Peter. I run a Korean deep tech startup supporting entity called K Innovation Center, KIC, not to be confused with Korea Investment Corporation, which is in San Francisco. That's why we call ourselves KIC Silicon Valley. But basically what we do is we support about 100 to 150 anywhere from seed stage to all the way to Series B stage companies. And you won't believe we'd love to have these collaborations to spark imagination what Korean startups and all the other 8 Korean startups that are here today can really disrupt the market. So please enjoy. We have drinks and pizza. And most importantly, again, thanks for Qlay and SBI Holding for putting this thing together. And hopefully we'll find the next big one on this round.
Thank you very much, Peter, for having us. Okay, great. I think that's it for me. I will hand over the mic to Dave from Startup Intros, and then we jump into the content. Okay, great. Dave, do you want to come up and introduce yourself?
There we go. Do you have your... Hey,
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay. Hey, everybody, I'm Dev Chandra. I'm the founder of Startup Intros. I'm also an associate at Context Ventures. And at Context, we're supporting military veteran founders. That's really our sweet spot. We also like to help out other emerging founders or emerging fund managers. And that's why we're building Startup Intros. So this is our AI platform to help both the emerging startup founder raise better and then get intelligence and have better decision making when you're going through the market essentially. And then for emerging fund managers is identifying hot startups out there. So I just started working on this startup probably like in May or March, and things are going good. We're going to be doing a couple events coming up. I don't think this is connected, but it's all good. So in December, on December 6th, we're going to do an early stage summit to really, we're doing an early stage summit to really connect founders, investors, people building platforms, just getting help in the early stage. So December 6th, we'll roll that out. And then big ask from us is we love co-hosting events with people. So we would love to help communal organizers host events, as well as do partnerships with leading brands, Notion, Replit, Figma, whatnot. So yeah, that's us. And let's get to it. So basically what I'm going to do is, how it's going to work is we get 5 minutes to pitch, and then you get 5 minutes of Q&A from the judges. So I'll have all the judges come up, talk about their fund, talk about who they want to invest in. So Greg, why don't you start us off? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Youngjun, but I also go by Greg. I'm an investor with Z Venture Capital. We are a corporate VC headquartered in Japan, covering Japan, US, and Korean markets. I myself am part of the US investment team. Our parent companies include, we're under LY Corp, which is Line Yahoo. Line is a very popular messaging app in East Asia and Southeast Asia, and then Yahoo Japan, the premier search portal in Japan. Those are our parent companies, and we invest in consumer tech, AI as well. Personally, I also invest in gaming and Web3 because I have that background. And yeah, looking forward to a great night of startup pitches. Thank you.
All right, Cheryl, let's have you up.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl Liang from SBI Holdings USA. About SBI, we were previously known as SoftBank Investment, and then we spun out of SoftBank in 2006 and has been running independently as a financial services conglomerate. We are listed on Tokyo Stock Exchange, and we have more than 700 subsidiary companies within the group. Our core businesses are online banking, online brokerage, securities, and wealth management. SBI Securities is the largest online brokerage firm with about 50% market share back in Japan, whereas SBI Investment, the VC arm of our group, is the largest VC fund back in Japan. We manage over $6.6 billion US, and our latest fund is about 100 billion Japanese yen. We've invested more than 1,200 startups over the past 25 years. We've successfully exited for more than 200 startups. We have 20 plus offices globally, and here in the US, we focus on early stage investment in AI infra, AI applications, fintech, and deep tech. We're delighted here to support the startups who are pitching and fundraising. Thank you.
All right,
Hi everyone, I'm Tai from Hsia Capital. We're an early stage firm based in Palo Alto, focused on pre-seed to Series A, with the big LP, the biggest investor of AppLovin. So we're highly focused on MarTech, AdTech, vertical agentic SaaS, but also looking across to other verticals as well. Our main focus cover including vertical SaaS, robotics, and living on consumer. So we're excited to be here to support early stage founders and to hear the pitch today. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Alan and I'm a partner at UpScaleX. So we are a seed fund that is based in Palo Alto, and our focus area is on AI applications. So we're particularly interested in the changing business environment, how businesses are done in the age of AI and the agents. So if you are building anything related to AI for commerce or agentic commerce, come talk to us and we can grab a free coffee in our Palo Alto office. Thank you.
all right. So now we're gonna have all our pitches go up. So basically what happens is you get to come up, you get 5 minutes. I'll tell you when, so we don't have a timer, we usually do that, but I'll tell you when you have a minute left, and then you gotta wrap up what you're doing at 5 minutes, and then you get 5 more minutes to answer questions from our awesome judges. So who's ready for pitch night? Let's give a round of applause. All right. Yeah, I think I had, yeah, you're gonna have Damon go first. So I'll get you, give me 1 second. Here's your picture. All right, you start now.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Damon. I'm with Goover. We are an agentic AI company that helps people make money. Think of Perplexity and Notebook LM that will gather recent and accurate data to create content that people absolutely love all automatically. So let's take a step back. Before Google, people went to libraries to gather information. But after Google and smartphones, the sheer amount of volume of information is beyond our cognitive capacity. So when we were doing research, we would go to Google and we would go to LLMs like ChatGPT, and then we will go after our own documents and look at other social media channels, and we get lost. But with Goover, our agentic AI agents will go visit those websites, source those information, and curate it and create content based on your question and the context, all automatically. So this is how it looks like. So you type in your question or prompt, and these are the types of reports that's generated. So it's about 10 to 15 pages with hundreds of sources. The key thing here is that it's deep research using agentic RAG and chain of thought. So let's talk about traction. We have more than 700,000 users since our launch 2 months ago, and they have generated over 600,000 reports. And the cool thing here is that these reports are now being referenced by Google Search and Perplexity and ChatGPT, which is a good opportunity for AI search engine optimization. So who are the users? Our users are knowledge workers like investors, analysts, brand managers, consultants, which take up about 60% of our user base. So you might be wondering, how is Goover different from Perplexity and ChatGPT? There are two things that are different and that stands out from these two companies. That is, one is that our agents are proactive. So these agents will be doing your search, doing your research on your behalf so that you don't have to spend time waiting for answers to come back when you're doing deep research. So once you set up the keyword, it will do the research and will constantly update you and keep you in the loop. Second thing is that we have agents that are accessing the deep web. So what I mean by deep web is that it goes beyond the paywalls and logins with your own credentials, securely and privately. So those are the two main things that are different from ChatGPT and Perplexity. So what's our secret sauce? Our secret sauce is our own in-house LLMs that is 1/10 of the cost, but highly accurate in terms of reasoning because of our neurosymbolic structure and our own cloud services, the infrastructure that we have. From a business model standpoint, we have a B2C business model that's a freemium SaaS service, similar to the ChatGPTs of the world, but it is augmented by the advertising revenue that we share with our users. So the reports that the users are creating will have advertisements that are inserted, and that is shared. That revenue coming from those ads are shared with the users who are creating these types of reports. On the B2B side, our proprietary LLMs will have access to your internal data as you connect them on top of the public web sources and the deep web I just talked about. We also have an on-prem version for those who who are sensitive to having data going outside the firewall.
So you have a minute.
So this is our roadmap for until the end of the year. I want to point out just several things. We have the PowerPoint generation feature coming online on September. We have the video shorts generation for TikTok and YouTube, all based on. And the key thing here is that all of these reward systems will be done through stablecoin. And so to recap, we are an agentic AI company that helps people make money. So think of us as YouTube 20 years ago, before ads, before influencers. We're raising our first round at, we're raising 10 million at a $30 million valuation. We are about 40% filled in and committed for that amount, and we are on track to raise that by the end of October. If you believe the future of AI is agentic AI, let's talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Does anyone have a question? Does any of the judges have a question?
Hi, thank you for your presentation. Can you go into a bit more detail on how sources and the deep web like you covered earlier?
So we will receive your ID and password. So if you type in your ID and password, it will access the web as if you are accessing the web. But all the information that is accessed through that credential will be private and secure within your own section of the database.
Congratulations on attracting the first batch of users. So do you have any idea who they are and what will be your ICP?
Yes, so our ICP are the knowledge workers. So these knowledge workers are analysts, investors, consultants, brand managers, and so forth. They are mostly coming from our test country, which is Korea. So most of them, about 90%, are coming from the Korean market based on the ads and the initial user traction that we have.
So following Alan's question, are you guys focusing on Korean market right now and expanding into the US, or you guys kind of started globally with the users from like global?
So Korean market was a test market. So we were testing in the Korean market because there's a high, fast adoption in the Korean market in general. Yep. But our main focus is the US market and a global market.
Got it. And then with the 10 million that you guys are raising, how much are you guys putting in R&D or marketing, and how are you planning to use the capital?
Most of the funds that we receive will be used for both operation of our existing workforce, and the additional will be for expanding in the US market and globally.
Got it. So you guys were kind of bootstrapping?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
On the launch. One thing I'm curious if it's mostly for knowledge worker, how your because knowledge worker, they have a lot of proprietary data, right? Like financial analysts, those probably the question to ask is not online available. How you get those proprietary data right now?
Oh, the proprietary data.
Yeah.
So there are different tiers, and so for free tier, it will have limited access to the proprietary data, but it will still do the public deep search based on public data. But for a higher tier, then you could access your own information. Let's say you have a lot of information on your hard drive, maybe on your Google Drive, or maybe a company internal intranet. And so from that, it will create these reports as if you are, let's say you're an analyst, to publish those data, and you could review them before making it public. You could also have the option to make it private.
I see. So for knowledge worker first onboarded, do they already integrate it with their existing own proprietary data,
No.
or just use the data that you already have?
Yeah. So if you don't connect it, obviously you don't have access to your private data, but it still does the deep. Still does a deep research on public sources of information.
I see. So most data you have on the platform right now is public data?
All public data.
Okay.
All public data.
What do you think about the existing deep research capability of all the existing player? What's a limitation, like memory, long context, or from your perspective?
That's a really good question. I think the main thing is kind of the flip side of our strengths, our differentiation, and that is the proactiveness of it. So whenever I'm doing deep research, I type in this long prompt, and then I press go, and then it takes 8, 9, 10 minutes. So by that time, I'm already not interested in the result. So I do have the result 10 minutes after, but the probability of consuming that information is very low. And so what this does is that we would have those keywords, and it will constantly update that keyword. So for example, if you are interested in robotics, you would have that search on robotics. So first time, it will be the same time. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes. But after that, it will constantly update based on new information, new trends that are coming up to update that report. So that's our key differentiation. So this is for people who are interested in, let's say, robotics, not just that 10-minute window, but who needs that deep research, who needs to be constantly updated on that particular trend or market or that company. So it is for those people. And the second aspect is that the ability to do deep research, ChatGPT and others do have that capability, but I think it's quite limited to just a couple of links and files. So that's something that we see ourselves differentiating from the pack.
Got it. Very good answer. Yeah, I compare all general agent on deep research capability. Happy to discuss on that.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, we have Bryce next. So I'll give you, here, just get the microphone from him, get the clicker. I'll get you set up. And yeah. It's a Figma, right?
Yep, Figma.
All right, sweet. All right, your time. So I'll give you a 1-minute warning.
All right, great. Thank
And time starts now.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Bryce from Storyca. We're building autopilot for creator marketing. And our mission is to really empower the brand marketers to scale their creator marketing. And our vision is to create an ontology of creator versus brands from social media platforms. I think before I jump into our problems and solutions, it's better to understand how the creator marketing is working these days. It's actually vastly more efficient if you reach out to hundreds of 10K followers to collaborate with your brands, rather than having one single 1 million follower collaborating with your brand. That is actually proven with many brands, but one of the examples is 조선민요. They actually leverage these micro and nano creators, hundreds of them on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. And based on that, they actually were able to grow their top line like 100x over 3 years time span. And that guaranteed the small amount of niche follower of these nano micro influencers ensure the enrichment of your engagement rate and also wins the attention window from these social media platforms. And when it comes to these long tail business, it always comes with the problem of operation, right? Like the sheer amount of the volume that they have to discover is just a lot. And they also have to reach out to these creators once they come up with the long short list, and the amount of time that they have to put in for the communication is just immense. And that's where we, Storyca, comes into play and try to solve with AI. We scrape a lot of data from social media platforms. We create a brand creator ontology, like I said before, and based on that, we provide a search tool and recommendation to the brand marketers. And also, once they confirm their shortlist, we leverage AI agent technology to streamline the communication. So let me quickly show. Oh, can you press the play, please? Can you? Yeah, let me quickly show how it works. So you can actually type in the search query, and we give out the list of creators that the brand marketers could potentially reach out. But not only just giving out the list of these creators, we also give out the insight of how these creators collaborated with different types of brands, and also how that collaboration worked well. Like we provide like the leaderboard of these creators and also the creatives that work the best. And once they confirm with the long short list, our AI agent actually comes into place to find the contact information of these creators. And once the AI agent comes up with the contact information, boom, our AI agent actually streamlined the communication process with these creators. So basically, the AI agents are drafting the first proposals and also drafting the responses to the responses of the creators. Our business model is quite straightforward. It's subscription-based, and for enterprise solutions, we take the take rate of the payout to the creators from the brand. And yeah, the demo that I showed you is actually live. Our agents are live. We did a soft launch last month, and working closely with these brands, major PR agencies from APAC region. And our go-to-market strategy is to really leverage the metropolis area. We try to expand our database from Seoul to Japan to Southeast Asia. And also, we try to leverage these 3-channel go-to-market engines where we post our contents on our social media profiles. And also, we, like other SaaS providers, leverage a lot of outbound emails. And we have proven strong demands from the market based on the pretty high standard response rate from our outreach email. And we try to partner up with a lot of players within the e-commerce area. So that's how we are going to enhance our go-to-market. And yeah, so the team behind Storyca, I'm Bryce, and I have 2 other co-founders, Mason and Jay. We are a team who all work together at Radish, which was acquired by Kakao at $440 million valuation back in 2021. After the acquisition, I was working as a PM, Mason was a senior engineer, Jay was a data scientist at Radish, and basically after the acquisition, we work at different startups. Mason was at Apartment 3, which is a Series C stage startup as a CTO, and Jay worked at a TikTok as an ML engineer, and I was first employee of the company called R2, and yeah, we try to raise our seed round $2 million, and if you are interested in us, please feel free to just scan this QR code to book a calendar with us, and thanks for listening.
Thank you. All right. Now you'll have 5 minutes for questions.
Yeah, I can. Okay, you go. Just go ahead. Well, congrats on what you have achieved so far. But this is a really crowded space. I'm trying to see how you want to position yourselves differently from loads of smaller players who are trying to come up with AI solutions on outreaching to the influencers and running filtering for the brands. I'm also trying to understand you establish great relationships with some of these well-known brands and how that was achieved and what kind of specific value they were trying to get from this product.
Yeah, absolutely. So I had actually a create competitor landscape slide, but I took it out. But it's really crowded space for sure, and the industry has been there for a decade. I think the existing companies mostly don't leverage AI that much. We try to leverage AI within the data. So when we compare with major players like Hype Auditor, we understand that they scrape pretty much all the data as much as possible from the social media platforms, but we try to focus solely on the brand and creator relationship. So we don't actually, there's no point of having a Lisa on our platform and have marketers to reach out to Lisa, DMing or emailing them, because Lisa wouldn't actually respond. we only focus on professional creators who have already done a collaboration works with the brand. And from there, we increase the response rate, we increase the posting rate, and we also increase the retention of these creators with the brands. And that's what the early customers of our service, like, even though the services are out there, like, they were quite fascinated with the approach that we are taking, and we're running a POC with major PR agencies and brands at the moment.
And I'm also curious behind the fee structure, because the brands would not pay you a percentage of their total media budget unless they consider you guys an media agency that runs the entire work process for them. So would you consider yourselves an end-to-end kind of a workflow solution provider, or do you see yourselves as a SaaS? And do your customers see you that way as well?
I think that's a very good question. That's like what we're struggling with our clients at the moment as well. We initially positioned ourselves as a tool provider, so it was a subscription base, and we realized the needs are actually coming more towards the end-to-end execution. So we are actually helping out a PR agency end-to-end process. We're right now running a campaign representing like 35 cosmetic brands, running 50,000 creators in a single campaign to reach out to them. And we are they are willing to actually pay us per post or per campaign based on the fees that they pay out to these influencers. So that's where we figure out that sort of business model, providing an enterprise solutions, is possible. So we're testing out the both subscription and the enterprise takeout model, and we see a huge potential with the takeout model as well.
And
Great pitch. A quick question is, you just mentioned like it sounds like still it's a blend of the software and services. Traditionally, there's a lot of agency in doing this, right? In influencer marketing, across the funnel from outbound content generation all the way to close the deal with the influencer. In which part you think AI is playing in your software, and what part still like more kind of services to your clients?
I think so. The AI AI plays each and every steps of the funnels. The first part of front end part of it is more of a finding, discovery, and recommendation with our ontology data sets. And the later part is the AI agent streamline the communication. And that, I think the most important part is the containment rate, how much of communication is contained within your AI agent and the human influencer. And that comes from the deep understanding of these brands and also the creator's story, which is the reason why our name is Storyka. It's to understand the history of the influencer and history of the brand and try to match as much as possible. And yeah, we're developing both ends at the moment, but with the fund that we try to raise, like the distribution is going to be 40%, improving the containment rate, agent communication, streamline the workflow automation, and then the like 35% is going to be expanding our data set into global. Because right now we're actually mostly focused on APAC, Southeast Asia and Northeast Asia.
Got it. I'm wondering for the model you're doing right now, right? I know a lot of super agency model, which they have software plus the services, which can serve, as you mentioned, end-to-end solution to your clients. Is that the way you're working, or you're more provide pure software solution?
So right now we are sitting with the clients, like customers, and those customers are brand or PR agencies. So we serve both of them.
Got it.
And some people use our light model just as a tool. They try to leverage our service to find the discovery part of the influencers. But I think we helping them out on the actual execution part as well. The 50,000 campaign is what we're running right now.
Got it. So basically, agency is also using the software as a client.
Yes, agencies are a huge part of our customer.
Got it. Yeah. Thanks for the answer.
All right, thank you. Next, like after him. Yeah. All right, sweet. Yeah, you can hand it to Eric. Oh, I'll have you go. Okay, yeah, it's you go. right, sweet. So we're gonna have Eric from Groomatic. Let me just pull it up. Oh, happy days. All right, sweet. Okay. All right, sweet. Let me just put it on full screen.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Eric Kim, founder of Groomatic. We are AWS cost optimization business right now. 6 months ago, I met a founder of a startup here. He told me we integrated an AI agent into the mobile app. I got the huge money of billing from the OpenAI. And then he asked me, "You are a cost optimization expert. How can figure out this problem and how to reduce that cost?" That conversation changed a lot to our company direction. I will show you how to resolve this problem. Actually, 89% of enterprise now use the LLM in production. 73 enterprise express LLM cost as a number one barrier to AI adoption. I searched up any solution to resolve this problem. I realized their existing solution just monitoring and tracking the token. So I realized that there's no dedicated LLM cost optimization. So this encouraged me to develop a new solution like this. Actually, we delivering the real-time LLM cost optimization platform. There are three breakthrough technology. First of all, intelligent routing. This technology automatically select the optimal model. Depends on the prompt. For example, today is a beautiful Sunday. What's the temperature today? For example, this example, beautiful is not necessary to AI model. So we can remove that word, or we can find out the cheapest model to answer correctly that kind of simple question. Second thing is we caching the most frequently used prompt, like what is the company vacation policy, and then many people are asking about it. So we caching that prompt and answer into the cache, and then reply the question from our cache. The third thing is a prompt optimization. Many people saying thank you for AI. So AI does not need to answer the kind of prompt. So we optimize that kind of unnecessary question quickly. Market opportunity is huge, as you know. LLM, the market is this year 8.5 billion market. Is growing fast, about 37% annually, growth rate. Until 2030, it will reach the 34 billion market size. Thing is 89% of enterprise now using the LLM in production. There competitors tracking the token usage, there's a Pocket, like the LLM or Helicon. Most of them is monitoring tokens, how to use the token or prompt. Actually, I don't see any other solution to optimize the LLM cost. Also, most famous cloud companies providing a very, very good tool, but it's not focusing on the cost optimization or prompt optimization. So we also providing a multi-cloud cost optimization. We have proven proven tracks from the cloud cost optimization. For 6 years, we cost optimization, and we deliver a real saving about more than 5 million of top 5 our customer cost saving. This is we deliver a real saving, and also we manage the more than 600 cloud accounts. Here is our key customer: Charter Finance Group, Hana Finance Group. We have a really good experience on this area.
So you have one more minute.
Also, we offer the very innovative pricing model with not just the SaaS model. We align with our delivery, our outcome. Actually, we charging very small money to the basic usage, plus we charging the performance-based pricing from the 15% to 25%. Very innovation. Our go-to-market strategy at this year, we are quickly developing our technology, and then we are working with a couple of the pilot customers right now. Next year, our solution landing in the market and expand, and then 2027, we targeting the leading over this market. Our team, we have a deep expertise across cloud, AI, machine learning, also enterprise business. I bring the more than 20 years experience into company, and also our CTO, he has a PhD of Seoul National University. Also, he has a long experience on Microsoft. He has a technical leadership as well. We are raising the 1.5 to $3 million to capture first mover over this area. Actually, this is a time to market, the kind of time to market fundraising. 40% of fund will be go to the production development, 35% to sales marketing, 25% will be our team scaling.
Awesome.
Yep. Thank you.
Have for questions now.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Are you guys kind of starting in Korea, or you guys are starting here in the US?
Right now, we start from Korea and
Okay.
expanding to US market right now.
I've seen some Korean startups that are doing similar things. Some of them have raised to Series B already. So just want to kind of gather your thoughts on the competitive landscape. What's kind of the comparable advantage of Grammatics comparing to other, not necessarily like US companies, but Korean startups that are doing similar things?
Yeah, I didn't know the company yet. The big advantage is like we have the 6 years the expertise on this area. Also, we have delivered real saving, not just dashboard, not just data. Also, we have the many experience how to deliver the solution to enterprise security-wise, and also how to make a deal with a big company as well. Then we are not start from the scratch. Yeah, we will go into the market very fast.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think you could show us how the product is working? Maybe just at a very high level, you're currently serving 50 customers. Is that service oriented one-to-one, or is it like a product that is allows them to collect the savings?
Right now we are pilot stage right now. Actually, we have two big part of the product. One is like optimization engine. This require very fast latency. So we especially develop different software. And the other part is like control plan, like a kind of dashboard to control the cost optimization engine, like a dashboard or control the.
And how do you see yourself? How do you see your product serving a much larger group of customers as you scale it up?
Actually, we providing the two model, and one is like kind of a SaaS model, and then we deploy our optimization and into the edge computing type solution, and then that we have a long experience on the cloud scaling solution, so we deploy the kind of edge computing solution to the global through the AWS cloud or other cloud service, and then we also providing the on-premise. We have a long experience to deliver the enterprise type solution to big company.
Hi, can you go into more detail on the cost optimization from your 50 customers? You said how many or how much does like an average customer save?
Yeah,
more specifics like
the
that.
existing customer is for the AWS cloud cost optimization. Still, we are under development of LLM cost optimization. In case of the AWS cost optimization, we providing special engine to analyze their usage and cost. So we connect together, and then we research their infrastructure with the software, and they find out some many opportunity to save the cost. That's how it works. If you do you need more details about it?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Max, here's your.
So this one is just this is a mix.
That's the clicker, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me
this
to
is
play
just a pointer.
Do you want me to play the video first?
No, I can just talk about it.
Okay. All right, your time starts now.
Thank you, guys. Hey, I'm Helena from VeriSense. We are in a very special market, C2C agents. Our goal is to be the world's leading agentic AI creator economy platform. So let's take a look at the market we're here. We see that there's all kinds of agents. They're either in the B2B or B2C. They're all accelerating, but seems like a very little talk about the C2C agents. That means the creator are often small teams or individuals that created this agents and then offer their agents to the consumer markets. I think there's a couple reasons behind it. One, obviously, we see that the creator lacks resources and tools because it's a small team or individual, and then they often lack of the go-to-market support and the monetization tools. And most importantly, if any one of here ever try to make an agent, you will realize that the whole experience right now is very just awful. Mostly because that if I just use imagine that building an agent is making a meal. Right now, in order to make a meal, creator has to grow their own vegetable, build up all their MCP servers, right? Build up their long run memories and then rags. It's just very, very painful. And at the same time, that the user lacks of a very good infrastructure to hold the bad agent accountable. Because we know agents basically operate in a black box. Right now, if there's a business entity behind it, if something terribly wrong goes with the agent, you can always find a business entity. But what if this agent is provided by a small individual, a small team or individual out there from China, India, South America, some small countries in Europe? You just don't know how to hold them accountable, right? But it doesn't mean that there's nothing we could do about it. There's actually a huge market here, right? Since we come to the the differentiation of the B2C and the C2C, let's take a look here. So obviously that, B2C agents, we see a lot of mainstream concentrated use case, like, AI-powered search, for example, Perplexity, right? You see that, the GenSparks, Cursor, bunch of them. But when it comes to the C2C, we notice that often it goes to the long tail, niche, small use case, but if you aggregate them, it's a huge, huge market, like $1 trillion market. So that's where we are. So what is a VeriSense? Imagine VeriSense is your Doraemon. No matter how personalized your need is, from your work, your life, your entertainment, relationship, or beyond, there's always a right agent for you to deal with the problem. If you don't find them, come to our studio, build your homebrew agent. That's our vision. It's your AI Doraemon. So VeriSense, in the core, it is basically, it's a know your agent infrastructure that able to trace and track agent agentic behavior. So then we provide, a level of the traceability, accountability, and verifiability for agents. We're also a marketplace for creator to register, launch, and monetize agent, and for user, of course, easily discover, trust, and pay for agents. We also a studio for everybody to shop and sell their core agentic assets, like MCP servers. And then at the same time, build your agent, launch to the market if you want. So this is us. In terms of product and business model, it's a very typical creator economy business model. We as a platform, we kind of like, go get a revenue share. There's a typical cases we can charge users. Of course, for agentic user, right? They use the good agent, they pay for that, and we got a revenue cut. For agent creator, they want to host their agent on our special platform, or they want to just kind of like, use the agentic resource provided by third-party creators. Then we also, get. So this is our business model. A little bit core competitive advantage. So again, I want to emphasize this technology. We are actually a core developer from a bunch of L1 blockchain protocols. First time, VeriSense delivered a purpose-built blockchain that are able to track, log the agentic behavior, and even host the AI agent on chain. That's why we're able to use the blockchain as a matrix that are able to record the agentic behavior and provide that level of verifiability, traceability, and accountability. And we already have a demo we're going to show you during the Q&A session. Business model-wise, okay. So I'm just going to skip this. A little bit go to our traction. This is the most important. We launched the product, the application, end of June. And then we opened the whitelist in July. We immediately start seeing revenue. So August is our first outbreak month. We already got a couple thousand US$ revenue. Here's a little bit like in the numbers. We already have about a little bit over 200 agent registers. 30% of them are actually more than ChatGPT wrapper. They have the MCP. They are able to deliver something. And then about a little bit over 300 homebrew agents and 38 MCP servers that are registered, provided by third-party creators, and then shared with other creator for money, of course. We got about 350 developers as the creators sign up. We got about like 8,000 users. So yeah, again, this month, we got a little bit of money. So we have some strategic partners, and we are also, backed and loved by a mix of the top tier investors, the Google, Eigenlayer, and the Web3 Foundation, Taisu. So Taisu is actually a lead Japanese investors from Web3. We also have some reputable angels. This is our team. Our academic backgrounds mostly from Stanford, Harvard, Dartmouth, and Tsinghua University. And that's it. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stop here.
Awesome. You have pleasure. You want to play the video now? Or you want...
Yeah, if you guys want to see a quick, like a 2-minute video, we just submitted it to TechCrunch, and then we can show you. So the idea is that, you use a natural language, and there's a on-chain agent we call the meta agent Katrina. It's basically just Oh, there's no sound. Okay, so this is a use case to show that, hey, I want to plan trip from San Francisco to New York City.
Evaluate and reward agents to a user. Hi, we're the team behind VeriSense, the world's first platform for the agentic AI creator economy. We power this vision with 3 core components. 1, a purpose-built infrastructure to discover, verify, evaluate, and reward agents. 2, a user-facing marketplace called Sense Space. And 3, a creator workplace called Sense Studio for building functional agents and one-click launch in Sense Space for immediate monetization. This video demos Sense Space in a travel planning scenario. Just type your travel requirements in natural language, your destination, departure city, budget, dates, preferred activities. Sense Space intelligently finds the right agent for the task. Here it's Travel Concierge. The agent proposes a plan. Once confirmed, it searches and books options within your budget. After you pick your flights or hotels, it helps complete the payment and booking. Now, you want to share the itinerary with friends? Just ask to generate a PPT with a shareable link. SenseSpace finds another agent to handle this, and if you're not satisfied, you can easily change it with a better performing.
So basically that, imagine there's a couple hundreds or thousand agents, and our meta agent called Katrina, she's able to use the natural language and then break into the task, find the right matching agents, and then if, yeah, so basically, this is a simple PPT agents. Yeah.
Incentive-aligned rewards to surface high-quality agents. Multiple
Thank you.
revenue paths to
Yeah, that's it. So if you guys have any question.
Hi, thank you for your pitch. Can you go into a bit more about the business model and monetization of the platform, please?
So it's a typical creator economy kind of a business models that we do the revenue share for any transactions that we facilitate it. So when we see transactions, those are usually like one user pay the money for the agent creators to use their agents. Number 2, of course, that the agent creator uses certain service, our facilitated system service. Like if you choose to host your agent on chain, then you pay for the kind of a serving the serverless on-chain hosting fees. If one creator want to use another creator's MCP servers, it's essentially we have the infrastructure turned into the MCP to the online MCP. Then we also charge for facilitating these transactions. Yeah.
How much do you charge for the transaction? How much does
So right now it's about 30%.
30%? Gotcha.
Yeah. We also have the monthly subscription fees for user just to use our whole basic service. It's 2 levels: $99 and $19.99 and $29.99. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the demo is quite easy to understand. Good job building it. Watching the demo, the product feels to me like a demand-side agent search engine because it basically digests my intent with natural language and then just goes out and search for any agent that might just fit my need.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be an agent within this network, right? It could be any agent that's compatible to agent or MCP.
Yeah, so you're right. So first of all, we allow any A2A compatible agent to register with us. If you really want to provide a full verifiability, you can choose to host your agent on chain. So it's a different level of verifiability. But at the minimum, we just allow you to be A2A compatible. Within the A2A compatibility, we are able to find you with the agentic search. And then pull you in, you as a creator, your agent, pull your agent in for work, and your agent would get paid.
Yeah, so instead of running a two-sided network, you can basically make it running by being the demand side.
Wait, sorry,
search engine.
What was your question?
I mean, would you agree that instead of running a two-sided network which has demand side and supply side, you can basically run it on one end, like?
Oh, you mean like a Google search type of like a general search
Exactly, like an
agent.
agent search engine that's already.
It's
a good
not
business
so
model.
easy to implement because agent build with different frameworks, and then they host on different platforms. So it's really hard to have at this moment, we don't see any kind of like a generic search tools. And then also that implies one assumption that every single one apply with certain standards to make it searchable. So at this moment, we don't see those kind of tools. Otherwise, we wouldn't have to build this.
Good point.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, so one quick thing that we're the active raising, yeah, so we just closed one round, it's like pre-C round. So now, we're in the C round, we're looking for 6 mils, and most of the money would be used to grow the markets. The marketplace, because we already have kind of go through a few iterations and know how to get agents and how to get users. So by the way, any hackathon, let us know, we'll be there because we want to collect and recycle your agents and onboard to our marketplace. You may make some money.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so you just mentioned any A2A or MCP compatible.
Yeah.
Do we need to onboard those developers? Or?
Onboard developer in terms of like a sign up.
Actively onboarding, right?
Of course, because we want to grow the agent supply. But when you see onboard, the agent register process is super easy. It's just 5 minutes. You need to first being A2A compatible, and then we're gonna scan and read the A2A card, the agent card, and upload the information on Chen so that we at least able to find this agent. But again, our goal is to push the agent components more and more to online, to on-chain, actually on-chain. For example, the logic prompt, number 2, long-run memory context, number 3, let's say their MCP server or tools. If you can have all those components on-chain, that means it provides a full verifiability. I'm not sure if it's that kind of there's one more event? Like one more project? Okay, so then I'll just give this back to the stage to the next presenter. But if you guys are interested in knowing a little bit more about VeriSense, let me know. I'm local here. I can go to visit your office and do a better demo, like on production. It's already on the production.
All right, thank you. Yeah, you can hand it to David.
Sorry.
Awesome.
The last one.
We'll treat this as a think tank session, if you don't mind. So last week, I'll start with a story. My name's Haven, the company. So last week I was hanging out with the former head of AI for Bank of America at Burning Man. And he's running a construction company operation out of in Manhattan. And he says to me, okay, like here's the business idea. When a construction company, I'll just say like previously I solo coded a company called Service Up, the MVP, and it's like the 77th fastest growing company in America right now. So did that 5 years ago. Okay, so back to the story. So this guy, former head of Bank of America, AI for Bank of America says, okay, the opportunity is that when a construction project goes south, the bank doesn't find out for 4 months on average. And that they're building internal tools to solve this problem, but they'll take tools if it's better. And the bank will pay 25 basis points, $250,000 on $1 billion project to find out when the construction project goes south. And so this guy, he's bought a Manhattan high rise. He's breaking ground in June. He's got a team together for this. I'll fly down to him because number one project. So that's one problem. That's kind of the go-to-market business project. You could say 3 problems with the construction. So the bank will pay for the construction software. Both the bank and the construction company would be the customer. And so you figure, okay, fly down to New York City. He's bought a high rise. Got 5 guys together. They put $60 million of equity in. And I'll go and meet them. My sister's wedding is next month. I'll fly into Manhattan with maybe my co-founder who has sold a couple of companies. he's expert in endpoint solution consolidation. So the thought is, the thesis, we got a thesis, we're working to improve the thesis, is that we'll build the software and between now, and we want it to be done by June, when this guy starts. He's bought a high rise, it's commercial real estate. He's going to convert it into residential real estate. He's going to build floor by floor. Of course, we came up with this idea last week, and my co-founder says the money won't be a problem. I was thinking, I know Tim Zai. I'm a former Army officer, and I was thinking like it'd be cool to have Context Ventures on the cap table because Tim Zai's a friend. I went to the military startup event, and I got to talk to Andrew Ng, top 50 in the world for AI, which was cool. I also went to dinner with the former head of U.S. forces in Iraq and Afghanistan, former General KIC. That's the plan. Any questions? Any thoughts for the group from the group?
He was asking for the product.
Does anybody have any ideas? Any ideas or thoughts or et cetera? I guess here's an interesting thing. I'll try, one piece of information that I think will be helpful to you is the book How to Solve It by Georgi Polya, who is a Hungarian mathematician. Who's Hungarians, they're very, there's like this blooming of genius out of Hungary. John von Neumann, Hungarian, and Polya's book, How to Solve It, is really a book about, I was just rereading it the second time out in Burning Man. And it's about, how to solve the useful information, how to solve partial information problems. This is like every problem we all encounter as founders is a partial information problem. And so I have two thoughts. Start with a hypothesis and don't worry about whether it's good or not. Just try to beat it, Can I come up with a better hypothesis? That's one key problem-solving strategy. What's cool is that my family, both my parents worked in the top floors of the World Trade Towers. That's kind of cool. They got out, don't worry. One of my relatives dropped out of school and ran tech for Obama. Another was a swift boat veteran of the Vietnam War, and then he went to Beirut and was a banker there, CIA agent. Yeah. Banking in Beirut in the 70s? Give me a break. Founded the Bank of America, publicly traded firm. I don't remember what it was. What was that? Okay. Anything else to add to this story? I think I'm good at solving problems. That's what I noticed about myself. Right now I'm a senior project lead for Salesforce, but I got that 1% of ServiceUp.com, and it's $400 or $500 million now, so I don't think money will be a problem. I haven't exited yet. Anything else? Go ahead.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Well, if you can just summarize, like, in simple language, what is the product that you're trying to build, and we can collect some brilliant feedback.
Okay. So the idea is that the key to a startup is velocity of innovation, presumably, and the thought is that we'll design based on whatever these guys tell us. Okay, so more ideas. Let me get into it. Construction project diary. It is. That's the one document on a construction project they update every day. And so that's the thought that's ideal starting point for AI. And then what other ideas? So we got the bank, we're going to solve that problem for the bank. That'll be our go-to-market strategy. That's the thought. And so, obviously this guy, former head of AI for Bank of America, would be optimal for introducing us to, the bank. Oh yeah, should be good. Anybody have anything? Yeah, any other questions? Yes, the thought is like, okay, SAP and Procore. SAP, slow-moving German company. They're providing a lot of the software for the construction industry.
So basically, you're asking if we can just piece together, fragmented information, so we can conclude on the project progress. Is that what you're trying to suggest as a hypothesis of this project?
And the key idea here is that SAP is a slow-moving German conglomerate, and their innovation velocity is low. We want to replace them with a company that has a high innovation velocity. It's a key idea. So they're not going to be, much of a competition, and they're doing most of the work currently. And so, you know, and they can't solve this, they can't even solve this problem of getting the banks to, they can't even solve this problem. Okay, so like, okay, when a construction, the bank wants to know when a construction deal goes south, and they also want to know when the bank, by the time they find out the construction deal's gone south, the contract is, it's like by the time they find out the deal has gone south, that the whole construction company, the project is bankrupt. And so they will pay 25 basis points on the loans that they give out, because just to find out when, they're really interested in when the construction company lies to them, because when the construction company lies to them about the construction company going out, the contract is void and the risk passes to the construction company. That's a key information. I think it's like the important thing is you got to find a clever business idea, go-to-market strategy. You know, that's the business idea. Other questions?
Anyone from the audience wants to make a comment based on what you heard? Well, thank you.
I will have Emotions AI up next. I'll get your. All right, give me 1 second.
Hi everyone, my name is Pian Pian, founder and CEO of Emotions AI. Did everyone observe what happened when the former presenter was presenting? What happened? What's the emotion in the room? Confused? Intrigued? Not sure what's going on. Some people left. So what we're building is an emotional intelligence real-time AI platform that can listen in conversations and calls and then detect how people are feeling and give suggestions on what are the right thing to say or what are the right thing to do next. How many of you have been in sales calls or in discussions with your colleagues and you regret that you said something wrong or you might not know the emotion cue? I see some hands up. So the problem that we are solving, we know that companies lose millions of dollars because their sales teams or customer success teams don't know how to read the customer's emotions. They don't know how to ask the right questions to figure out what are the right pain points. And they also lack product knowledge to figure out how to talk to the customers in the right way. And they don't get any real-time feedback. So the solution that we have is we have a real-time AI that can listen and observe in calls. It's like having your personalized AI teammate to be with you in every call. And the AI can detect how the other person is feeling. It can be tailored with your company's specific product information, your playbook. It can suggest what is the right questions to ask, what's the right thing to do next. And it can also quickly answer questions for you. So, for example, in a call, when I am talking to customers, it can just give me tips. Now, we're not talking about what Qlay was talking about earlier in terms of cheating, but it's giving the right information at the right time, similar to bringing a sales manager with you in a call. We also have AI coach and role play that you can practice with AI before you actually get on a real conversation, so you can be more familiar and prepared when you talk to a real customer. So all of these combined would reduce the ramp-up time of anyone new in a company. It will reduce the sales cycle time. We also increase the revenue, increase the conversion rate, and we'll make every salesperson in your company talk like the best salesperson in the world. How much money will that make you? So we currently already have some customers. Some of customers include Mitsui, Japanese conglomerate. We also have some startups that we're partnering with. We have a strong pipeline. We mainly target small to mid-sized tech companies right now, but we're also having some conversations with other companies in the industry, for example, Johnson & Johnson. So we're tapping into a huge market here. We're talking about all the customer-facing roles in the world. It can generate billions of dollars revenue. And we just say take 100,000 users, charge them $50 per seat per month. That can make us millions of dollars per year in terms of revenue. This is not to mention our emotion AI platform can be used for any human AI interactions, not just customer-facing roles. So our vision is to build the emotional intelligence layer for every human AI interactions. What's missing in the current AI models is AIs do not have emotions. Now, what's the reason that AI is better than human in reading emotions? It's also because AI do not have emotions. Because AI would not worry that they'll offend someone. The AI do not have their own agenda. So they're actually better at reading other people's emotions. And they're actually better at giving suggestions to humans on what are the right things to say. So we're here to revolutionize how we think about AI agents and AI human interactions and adding the emotion intelligence layer to that. Why we have the best team to build in this space? I have 3 masters in sociology and social science from Hong Kong University of Science Technology, as well as from Yale University. Besides myself, my team has expertise in building AI products and other software products used by millions of people at companies like Amazon. And we also have the top experts in the world in emotional intelligence from Yale and other places. We have some angel investors and advisors that are experts in the fields of sales and entrepreneurship. We have mostly bootstrapped so far, but we're looking to raise our first round. So why we're different from other platforms in the market? Because we have the ability to do real-time analysis live in a conversation and combine that with top research in emotional intelligence, as well as tailor it with each company's unique information, sales processes, sales methodology, as well as each person's preferences. So we have understanding of individuals, their organizations, as well as adding the emotional intelligence layer. And before founding Emotions, I led product team for 10 years at companies like GoDaddy, Ticketmaster. And the reason that I was passionate about building these products, I had the pain point. And I grew up in a village in China. I'm an immigrant myself, like a lot of you sitting here. And I had a lot of trouble connecting well with my American colleagues, my American managers. And I always said the wrong thing. So I wish there's an AI that can listen to me and guide me on, stop me from saying the wrong thing and guide me to say the right thing. So we are focused on sales and customer success as the first use case, but this can expand to literally all the interactions. So in terms of go-to-market plan, right now we're doing focusing on the sales use case as a wedge, but we can expand to other categories. I'm mostly doing founder-led sales, but with new funding coming in, we can do more product-led growth as well as marketing, sales-driven as well. So as mentioned, we're currently focusing on the real-time AI for sales. We're going to integrate with the sales stack and video conference tools, and then we'll eventually expand to include APIs and SDKs that application developers can build on top of our platform. So we'll be raising our first institutional round. We already have advanced to final investment committee stage with some VC firms, and we're still actively talking to investors to find a group of selected investors that are passionate about what we're building and believe in our vision and potentials. So join me in this journey and connect with me on LinkedIn or find emotionsinc.com, try our product. We're looking for both investors and people to use our product. Thank you so much.
Great pitch. I think one key differentiation, there's a lot of sales training tool, AI tool out there. So the key differentiation you mentioned is the emotion layer. How you kind of identify the emotion layer, like how the model actually work. I know how human AIs work, so that's the part I'm interested in, how you actually detect the emotion parts.
Yeah.
Do you train your own model, or like you add a layer on the existing LLM?
Yeah, human AI is more focused on text to speech right now. They're kind of move away from their emotional intelligence AI platform. So for us, we're starting with, as a bootstrap startup, we're starting at first step is we're putting our research on the top 100 emotions for the AI to detect. We start with prompt engineering, with RAG, with all the research and kind of data that we have collected, both from companies as well as from the psychology research field. And then the next step will be custom fine-tune with some of the partial fine-tune with some of the data that we have collected, and then eventually move on to more kind of full fine-tune and training our own model.
Do you label your own emotional data right now?
We're starting to do that because our product actually listen in calls live, so we do have access to some of the emotion, some of the audio and video data. So we're doing that as kind of some of the steps right now.
Got it. And it's not voice related, right? It's more kind of recognize existing text, video, and voice, like emotional elements. It's not like directly have the, how to explain, like emotional voice out. So you don't have the voice out part, like output part.
We're not producing an agent that talks back. It's right now it's
more like understanding.
Yeah, it's if Dev, if you want to help show the demo, I send you by email. So if you want to just quickly play the demo. So it's right now it's silently giving suggestions. It's like bringing someone with you in a call, silently giving you suggestion. You will see it, but your customer would not see it. Mm-hmm. There's a potential for us to do things like whispering in the ear, like how some customer service.
The challenge is to constantly accelerate the skills of our SDRs. We need to continue to build their confidence.
So to the left is our AI.
To drive, high quality demos and meetings with decision makers.
Yeah, I think we can help that. What do you think of the demo I sent you?
Yeah, no, I like the demo. I like the features and functionalities. It seems to be pretty easy to use, and the real-time interactive coaching using the AI feedback model process seems to be promising. Within the platform you provided.
Thank you. Yeah. How are you currently coaching yourself? Thank you. I think we can pause the demo. Thank you. So you can see that the AI is giving suggestions as the call is going on. It's doing analysis, and then you can quickly glance what is suggested. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I have better product understanding. Thanks for the answer.
Thank you for the questions.
Thanks, Vivian. I love your first generation immigrant stories. I think many people in this room feel for it.
Thank you.
A bit more comment following up on Ty's comments. So there's an established model of selling to the prosumer to collect data and until the value of the data flywheel kicks in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Lovable's done it, Qlay has done that pretty successfully. As an early stage startup that is focused on enterprise services, how do you see yourselves collecting big enough data labeling at a reasonable cost so that the value can kick in? And
yeah. Question. Thank you, Alan. We actually have a free tier. Anyone here can go on our website and sign up and try it for free. We're still kind of in some of the product development stage, so we haven't like broadly kind of broadcast. But we're gonna take both the B2B approach as well as the kind of individual product-driven approach. The difference between kind of B2B and the consumer or kind of prosumer angle is so oftentimes like sales teams or company have their own sales methodology and they would kind of have centralized material that they want all their people to follow. So in that case, it's better to customize it from the top. Now, but we're also adding functionality to let individuals that upload their own materials to customize for themselves. So once we have those in, I think we'll open both both go-to-market angles, and then I think we'll both driving adoptions and data collections and all those.
Very clear to me. And a follow-up on the go-to-market, you have a 4 million ARR pipeline. What's the biggest blocker to close these deals?
Funding. we have some engineers now, but we don't have enough full-time people to develop quickly enough to kind of build out some of the functionalities, feature requests from the customers, and we want to quickly capture the market. So funding itself will help us hire full-time engineers, AI talents for us to quickly accelerate the product development, as well as invest in some growth and in sales and marketing to capture some of these as well.
So like a demo, they want a full product, basically that's the story.
Yeah, I mean, they would start asking for things like integrating with our sales force and everything. So it's just need to quickly develop some of these things. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. Here, give me 1 second.
Hello everyone. So myself Lakshay. I'm the founder and CEO of Ride and Repair. So imagine a world where every servicing and repair need is met with the tap of a button. Welcome to Ride and Repair, where convenience meets innovation and problems are solved at the speed of thought. We are building the world's first AI-enabled, human-powered vehicle service and repair at customers' doorstep, whether it's motorbikes or four-wheelers. Globally, this market is fragmented. Globally, this market is fragmented. There is very absolutely non-existent of on-demand availability. Whenever you're stuck your vehicle, whether it's jump start or a flat tire, or you need like regular servicings. So pricing is very opaque, and there is very widespread unprofessionalism when it comes to local garages. We are providing AI-powered on-demand service with basically mechanics can come to your location within 30 minutes, and all the spare parts that are needed to fix the vehicle, that are also procured and delivered and installed within in front of the customer and delivered within 30 minutes using the latest AI technologies. So we are able to provide transparent pricing and accurate estimates, extremely convenient and flexible scheduling for customers, and immediate support. Market is global. Globally, it's $1 trillion market. It's a very massive market. We are operational in India right now. So that's why the Indian numbers are showing on the left. We have our entity registered in the US. So we are already doing $1 million plus in ARR in business, and we are profitable. We are the only ones who provide doorstep services and repairs and instant spare parts replacements right in front of the customer. And everything is enabled by AI. Basically, we have latest technologies, high-tech solutions, AI-powered, geo-aware, auto-IVR solutions. Every technology is built in-house. Everything is on the go. Customers can use our apps, Android, iOS, web, or they can just call. We have our conversational AI as well in-house. So everything is all the payments, etc., also happen via the APIs. And this builds trust with our partners, partner mechanics, and vendors. And everything is driven by like our internal operations dashboard that is also recognizes all the conversations that our mechanics have with the customers and records it and summarizes them to improve the efficiency. All of this makes our model extremely scalable. This is our high-level process. Basically, customers can either call or WhatsApp or then mechanic goes. Whatever spare parts are needed, they will be procured right through the app itself. This is the written version of those. So we are already doing $1 million plus ARR. I would let you focus on the third row, CM3, which is essentially the contribution margin after the marketing expenses and payouts. We were doing minus 25% 6 months before. We have turned that around to plus 20%, and now we are profitable. So we have already, it's bootstrapped, and we have raised some friends and family round. So we were growing massively since last couple of years. But the thing was, we pivoted our model. We focused on customer satisfaction and improvements, and now we are profitable, and now we are again on track to growth. So this helps. Our repeat customers are also growing massively. All of the majority, 80% of the bookings come through organic, like just Google organic search. We are not spending much on paid marketing, so that's a huge potential to grow. We are already operational in at least 8 cities that are live, and then we are already expanding into 4 or 5 cities more. So this has been our journey. We have been very agile with our models. We are quickly iterate. We know the market is massive. The problem is genuine. Everybody needs the kind of repairs or services on demand. And we have introduced generative AI. Now the model that's working is basically the spare parts that we deliver in real time to customers, and also mechanics are on aggregator models. You can see our organic impressions growth have been growing massively, and it's even further growing as we speak. So we are already acquiring one of our competitors that will help us unlock at least more than double of our revenue. So this term sheet was signed last month and will close this month. This will help increase the monthly revenue to over 300K. We'll leave the and then we already cracked some strategic partnerships with the biggest players like Swiggy and Zomato. These are food delivery partners in India. Mechanics, lot of mechanics, everybody wants to work with us. We just let them, only 20% are actually fired by us if they're not genuine, not reaching on time. But everybody, they're making more than almost 2x of what they used to make. So helping them earn more. And majority of our GTM strategies are very like Google ads or SEO driven. Right now we have not explored much because we have been bootstrapped and very limited kind of funding. Our vision is to scale globally. There's a massive market, APAC, Middle East, US, South America. So we have cracked the unit economics. We know what works. We know the technology can scale instantly. So that's now is the time we are raising, funds. And this is two of us. So I was ex-Meta 6 years, and did internship at Carnegie Mellon and IIT Kanpur. He's Shivam Tyagi, the other founder. He's my brother-in-law as well. So he has operations digital marketing experience of 8+ years. I have over 11 years of experience, and I am a 2x founder. So we are like the perfect team to solve. Plus, he's my brother-in-law, so kind of in the family. So we are raising 2 million. We have raised $500,000 from just friends, folks from Meta, other big techs. And we want to invest in our core team growth and marketing, and further accelerate our potential. So with the recent acquisition that we are doing, we expect that within 1 year we should easily reach 5 million ARR, and that will position us perfectly for Series A, which is 10 million plus round we can easily raise. And we are growing, profitably as well. So I kind of moved a little quickly, but that's pretty much it. Happy to take any questions or thoughts.
Thank you.
I'm wondering if the main technician or mechanic focus is on the rider side, or you have other type of mechanical technician coming to the platform, like kind of is that you only focus on this niche market, or this model can apply to more potential vertical?
So there are a lot of players that are doing everything like all the other models, but I think the specific sector of vehicle repair service, this requires a lot of moving pieces and like spare parts and different kind of vehicles. Something is 1960 vehicle, 1970 vehicle. So all of those require different skill sets. So we are focused on the vehicle, just 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers. Like just that market itself is very massive, and we tend to stay focused on that at least for 3-4 years. Once we reach like 100 million plus ARR, and then we can see. But our technology can definitely be scaled if we think from a technology perspective.
What's the average? Let's say per order.
So right now it's in India, so the people don't pay much. It's like $30 a person, and 200 bookings we get on a daily basis. So monthly. This month we closed 50K with the 5K with 10% profits actually.
How many mechanical people on the platform you have?
300.
300. Okay.
So on an average, mechanic can do 3 to 4 vehicles a day. It's maximum capacity, but based on the demand, they're all on aggregator. So we don't pay any, like once they do the service, then only we pay.
I see. And how the allocation right now is working? Like
similar to Uber, like you guys nearby, all the technology is used same as that. So whoever is nearest, they'll get notifications. There's a separate technician app. They'll get the notification there. They'll accept the booking. They'll have a conversation with the customer. Go to the customer. There's live tracking. So that's how the allocation happens based on their expertise of what kind of vehicles they can do: EV, non-EV, 2-wheelers, 4-wheelers.
Like supply and demand matching, right?
Yes.
But the main problem is actually Uber's margin is not really high.
Exactly.
So how you tackle Uber? I think first get profits back in 2023.
Exactly. So in India, Uber was not even profitable right now, but we have. So the reason our model works is the spare parts has very high margins. So we are able to provide the spare parts directly to the customer ourselves and using quick commerce. That is the main game. And servicing margins are very less. That's the reason Uber works purely on service. So they take 25%, 25% is not enough to, run a multi-billion-dollar kind of company and scale. But we have a mix of, the service and the spare parts. And we have already started white labeling of spares where we are white labeling our own brand and providing directly to the consumer in real time. That will increase the margins further. So that's the difference, the major difference in terms of, margins. And that will increase with time.
Got it. Thanks for the answer.
Thank you.
See whether I have any questions.
So the business model is attracting users with services on top of the funnel and then converting, gaining margin, through selling the parts, right? That's the business model.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's proven quite successfully across different emerging markets. And just tell us a bit more on your international or globalization plan. Like, what do you see in other markets that are similar or different?
Yeah. So I actually just moved to Bay Area this weekend. I was in New York. So whenever you're driving, I got like this flat tire. At that particular moment, you're very anxious because especially our generation, we don't know anything about vehicles. We just, we want to pay and get our vehicles fixed. So at that moment, my brother has a Tesla, it took 2 hours for someone to come. Police was, we just have to wait. And then the car was taken to the showroom. And then the next day he has to book an Uber and go back to the vehicle and collect it. So that is very inconvenient. On top, he paid $700. So obviously, customer is anyways paying out of pocket. The convenience is extremely low. So that's what we are kind of solving. And that's why there is a global potential. If somebody, the actual person who can fix your vehicle can come to you in real time, that is the ultimate game changer. And then on top of it, he brings minimal spare parts that are needed while the conversation. So that way, and if not, there can be procured and delivered in real time because the quick commerce logistics is already, we are leveraging those. So I think that's the reason where global play is very much available. In APAC is a very big market. We can expand. So US is definitely a massive market. There's all these cars, wherever your breakdown happens. So we are kind of building a platform to connect all technicians and customers in one place where any vehicle problems customer faces, they should think about ride and repair, basically.
Hi, thank you for your pitch. Just wanted to clarify, when a user puts an order in, do they get matched with a mechanic or technician, or can they select based on reviews?
No, they auto-matched right now. Yeah. But yeah, that's a good point. Actually, once we scale, we have enough. We should give the users the option to choose as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, right now it's just auto-matched.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
All right, that's all the pitches, everybody. So we'll have our judges deliberate. Feel free to get some water. There's still some Pepsi over there, and just talk, network a little bit, and then we'll announce the winners shortly.
Just go there.
All right. Of course, yeah.
LinkedIn.
Greg, you want to join us?
Yeah, one second. Sorry, yeah, LinkedIn would be best.
Is there any way I can
Yeah, of course.
send you something?
Yeah.
Is there email I can use to send you something? Or?
Yeah, I love to talk this or next week.
Sorry.
I'd love to talk this or next week, yeah. Sorry, my brightness is really low. I can share you my email, but I do have to run for a bit for the judging. But I can talk to you after.
Okay, sure.
Hi. I enjoyed your presentation. I'm interested. I would love to learn more about very interested in space. One of the things I would like to learn about what you're doing I am.
Yeah. All right. This is a AI research agent. All right. So I have the winners. So we're just going to do a top three because it's really hard to pick. So top three in no order. We got Groover, which is your AI research agent. Whew. Verisense Network, so you're turning AI agents into cybernetic contracts. And Ride and Repair, matching technicians to drivers that need help. All right, thank you everybody for coming. Feel free to get more food. And yeah, we'll all be here, so. Yeah, let's. Okay, all right, so everyone who presented, please come up and we'll do a photo. So hey, Pam, we're gonna do a photo. Oh, we're gonna do a quick photo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just quick photo. I know you.